everyone, so I'm back again, and if you saw my first video which I posted a few days ago, then you have seen that this channel is going to be split up into 3 sections, and today I'm here to talk to you about the first of those sections, which is about living low impact, or you could say living more sustainably. And I'd like to just start this video by giving you a little bit of idea about how I think about sustainability, and that is that I think it's important for all of us to think a little bit about how we live on this planet and the kind of impact we're having. But I also think that we're all very capable of deciding how we want to live, and so that's why this channel is about me learning how to live differently. And it's not about preaching to you in any way about the things you should be doing. So I just want to put that out first, that I want this just to be an example of a different way that you can live, and that if any of you are inspired by that and want to maybe try out a few of the things that I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks, months and years, then I'd of course be happy with that. But for now, I just want to let you know that it's all up to you, and I just hope you enjoy watching the videos that I bring out in the near future. If I were to give myself some concrete goals on which I could judge my progress, there would be that I'd want to start moving away from products which have a high impact on the planet to products which have less impact. Whether this is through the amount of energy that's used making them, or about the amount of pollution that they cause during their life cycle. And the other major area would be to consider behaviors that I have, and to move towards behaviors, whether that's in the shopping I do or in the cooking I do or whatever it is, towards behaviors that have less impact. And I thought for a long time about if there was some way that I could capture my progress in these areas, if there was some kind of like number I could come up with to share with you guys to see if I am making progress. But as with many areas in life, it's very difficult to come up with some easy way to summarize things. But the few things that I did come up with were that I'm going to start keeping an eye on the amount of landfill waste I produce. Secondly, I'm going to keep an eye on the amount of recyclable waste I produce. And thirdly, I'm going to keep an eye on the amount of meat intake I have. And just to explain quickly, I think that landfill waste has a lot of impact on the earth. It takes up land, it can be very polluting in fact. And I think that's kind of the most important for me. I think I'd like to really keep an eye on that and see if I can start reducing the amount of landfill waste I produce. And secondly, even though recyclable waste doesn't have as much impact as landfill waste does, I think it's important just to be careful that I'm not just shifting all of my waste from being landfill waste to being recyclable waste, as that still has some kind of energy impact on the earth. So I'll be keeping an eye on those two. And then thirdly, the amount of meat intake I have. I'm going to be keeping a particular eye on the amount of red meat I eat, because through my research that I've done so far, it seems like red meat has a lot of impact in terms of energy and the land it takes up, and also the amount of pollution that it causes. So you might not agree with the things that I'm saying, but I think it's important to try and reduce the amount of meat that I'm eating. But I'm very far away from being vegetarian. Of course, there's no complete exact way to do this. Maybe I'll be eating out in a restaurant. I don't know exactly the amount of meat that's in the dish, but I'm going to make the best guess I can. I'm going to be as open and honest as I can, and I'm not going to try and fool myself by giving inaccurate guesses of the amount. Just to bring things to an end and to summarize for you guys, I think it's better to start imperfectly and learn about sustainable living rather than do nothing at all. And the way that I'm going to be doing that is to try and move towards products which have less impact, and try to move towards behaviors which have less impact. I want to be as realistic as possible and as pragmatic as possible, and I want to be honest with you guys. I'm going to let you know if I have challenges. I'm going to let you know if something's really difficult to do. And I think that's the way that myself and you as well will get the most out of the things that I'm doing. And the way that I'm going to be recording my progress in the future is to be keeping an eye on the amount of waste I produce and keeping an eye on the amount of meat that I'm eating. So thank you for watching my second video, just summarizing what I'll be doing in the main part of my channel. And I hope to see you again soon for a video where I'm going to be describing the other two parts of my channel. So that's living simpler and living more fulfilled. But till then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.